Hello and welcome to Straight Talk with Arun Kumar, where everything is on the table, nothing is off limits. Anything and everything under the sun would be discussed. Topics ranging from politics, economy, people's pulse, public mood, NRA associations, non-profit organizations, you name it, we have it covered. Tonight's show is sponsored by Movers.com. Movers.com, you're all for all your moving needs. Tonight's topic is about Municipal Corporation Delhi, that's MCD elections. A lot of people message me to conduct a show on the MCD elections. It makes sense. Normally, municipal elections do not get so much hype and attraction or publicity. But in this case, when compared to Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha, but in this case, it's very different because a lot of parties' future is at stake, especially Aam Aadmi Party, Bharatiya Janata Party, and Indian National Congress. Let's see. Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party came on the plank of anti-corruption. It claimed itself to be an anti-corruption crusader. Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party recorded a historic mandate of 67 Vidhan Sabha seats in the recently conducted 2015 Vidhan Sabha elections in Delhi, almost wiping out every other party. However, from the recent Shunglu Committee reports, Aam Aadmi Party got entangled in several corruption charges. We'll talk about those too. Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party is riding high on its success in the neighboring states. Pretty much all states it participated in elections. However, municipal elections in Delhi are a different ballgame. Bharatiya Janata Party has been in the municipal election for almost 10 years. It's been ruling the MCD for almost 10 years, and it's only natural to expect anti-incumbency from the government, especially from the people of Delhi. Congress Party is just struggling for its existence. The new kid in the block is the Swaraj India Party, started by Yogendra Yadav and Prashant Bhushan, who have been ruthlessly kicked out by Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party. Let's see how they fare. And there are several other minor players in the game. There is Samajwadi Party, there's Bahujan Samaj Party, there's Janata Dal, there is Nationalist Congress Party, and several other independents. Before we start our discussion in the show, let's introduce panelists for today's discussion. We have Avnendra Mathur representing Aam Aadmi Party. Hello, Avnendra.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, fine. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And we have Gunjan Mishra representing Bharatiya Janata Party. Hi, Gunjan.
Hi.
How are
Yes.
you? Good. All right. So let's start with Aam Aadmi Party. Avnendra.
Yes.
So what, at a high level, at a very summarized level, we'll come back and talk about it in detail. What do you think are the chances of winning Aam Aadmi Party, and why?
Well, I think Aam Aadmi Party has a great chance to win because the work they are doing in Delhi is what they have been promising. They are trying to do it, and it's only 2 years they have been in government, and they have done lot of things like mohalla clinics, schools, and road and bridges. They are trying to do whatever they can in their power, and they are not getting support from the central government. They are like stopping them.
Right, we'll
things,
we'll get into the details. Gunjan, what do you think? Does Bharatiya Janata Party stand a chance, and if so, why?
I think Bharatiya Janata Party has momentum right now, like you said, after claiming victories in several states, and it is just I think the formality. BJP is really going to win it again. The real story here is that Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party has totally lost its credibility. There's no credibility left. The person who came, as you said, who came as anti-corruption crusader, is himself involved in so many scams. His health minister is basically he's going to have a CBI investigation, which is already started. And some of his party members had to resign because of several different
scandals. We'll get into
right. So I'm saying,
so you think BJP
it's just a matter of time that the bubble is already burst. It's a matter of time, and Bharatiya Janata Party, I think, is going to claim it again. No doubt there.
So, Avi, what do you think? Aam Aadmi Party lost in Punjab. where
Yes,
it was extremely confident, I would say overconfident, and it lost its deposits in Goa. Do you think this will have any impact on any electoral prospects in MCD?
It could have some effect in MCD, like the voting have been in Punjab with the EVM. We had a problem with the EVM machines, and we have a strong doubt there are some play in that machine. Now, right now in Delhi election, the machines they got, they have already found about 4,800 machines, faulty machines. So what that shows, there is something is wrong, something is fishy.
Why is it fishy? Just because you lost?
It's
You
not
didn't, you
because
didn't find it fishy in 2015?
no, it's not because we accept our the loss, but it's not. But there is something. Why don't they go back to the ballot paper if they are not confident? A lot of other countries, including America and other European countries, nobody is using the EVM machine.
So
There
what-
is something
What
wrong.
just because you lost, you want to go back in generations in
It's not
technology?
because of that. Because we are not confident.
Right.
People are not confident, and we have seen the result. What has happened with the EVM machine when they tested it? They found faulty machines.
So there was a
Those are the evidence.
same machines in 2015, right?
Yeah, I'll come to that. But just before, Election Commission threw a challenge to Arun Kejriwal.
Yeah.
Because he's been blaming Election Commission that there's a problem with EVM machines. So Election Commission threw a challenge to Kejriwal asking it to prove the EVM wrong. Okay. So
Yes.
I'll come back to that. So Gunjan, what do you think?
Well, I think this is just another pathetic excuse.
Right.
You see, the thing is,
Right, but yeah, before we go to EVM, my question was, BJP lost in Punjab, right?
Right.
Do you think in the neighboring Delhi that will have an impact on its prospects?
I don't necessarily. I mean, we have UP is neighboring to Delhi too, so we had a tremendous success there,
Right.
right? So I don't think. See, in Punjab, BJP is the mandate and then anti-incumbency was against Akalis. It was not so much against BJP. So we don't see that having any impact on Delhi municipal elections. The real, like I said, the real question here is how much credibility Kejriwal is left with. He is trying to salvage whatever is left of, and there is a huge anti-incumbency even in Delhi, and I think it will be very clear in MCD elections how much people are fed up with his kind of rhetoric, what we call empty rhetoric politics, no substance. He's the person who builds mohalla clinics for says he's building mohalla clinics, for himself goes out to a 7-star resort for God knows what kind of mysterious disease he has. He disappears. He has no portfolio. All he does is reviews movies, and the bills are being put by the taxpayers.
Government.
So he is somebody who is doing no work, no portfolio. He is bashing Modi day in, day out, and all his ministers are deep into corruption. And somehow he's trying to think that he's going to win the election. I think this is absolutely
Right, Abby, you want to comment on that thing? And sorry, I interrupted you before. You can also talk about the EVM thing right now.
Yeah, that's what I told. In Delhi, they just got the machine, and there are 4,800 machines found faulty machines. What that means?
Okay.
So that shows there is something wrong.
Right.
So why can't we go back to the ballot paper?
Okay.
If we are not confident,
Right.
people are not confident, and we have seen the result.
Right. The problem with Kejriwal is, like you said before, he would accept defeat. I don't think he's in a position to accept defeat. He was so overconfident that he keeps saying, he doesn't say that he lost. He keeps saying, I'm going to say this in Hindi, Akaliyon ko kaise vote mil gaye. He's always wondered how Akalis got votes. That is his main problem. He always says that, how Akalis got votes. So people can vote for anybody, right? So he cannot expect, just because the polls say Aam Aadmi Party is going to win in Punjab does not mean he will win, right? People are the ultimate deciders. What has he got so much against Akalis and BJP? And the problem is he got against everything with everybody.
No.
He blamed last time Aam Aadmi Party came in the show. I included a list of institutions he blamed. He blamed the center, he blamed the lieutenant governor, he blamed every constitutional body, and this time he added the election commission to it. So what's his problem?
The election commission, there is a problem with the election commission.
Yeah.
And whatever he said about the Punjab election, he has proven that we had our volunteer there and their votes are not there. When they know they have voted to Aam Aadmi Party and their votes are not there, how that is possible?
Well, I just have to say this. Kejriwal has been running, in a different world, it seems altogether. He is an anarchist. He does not believe in democracy. He's been seriously undermining all the democratic institutions, starting from President's office, Governor's office, Prime Minister's office. He does not believe in democratically elected. And the irony is that he is elected leader. I mean, he is occupying the post of Chief Minister by the same democracy that he undermines every day. This is the irony of the situation here. Now, at a very desperate attempt, what he's trying to do is he's saying that EVMs are somehow faulty. Now, he didn't think about EVM twice when he won 67 out of 70 seats. The EVMs were good. There were no fault in EVMs. I would have really appreciated if he had at that time said that let's go back to the ballot paper even then. And right. Now if he comes and blames them, he should have resigned first, conduct an election on ballot paper, and then come back and accuse.
Right. Let's link this to our topic of discussion today. Do you think these prospects, these situations, these scenarios will have any impact on Aam Aadmi Party's chances in Delhi?
What scenarios like?
Him blaming the EVM machines or in other states. Do you think he'll blame the EVM machines again if he loses in MCD?
It will affect the election also. People will come to know whatever he is saying. He is ready to prove that. He has also asked election commission to bring the machine, and then he will prove that how it can be tampered.
See, okay.
He has asked election commissioner.
So election commission is bringing in first week of May, is throwing an open challenge to all the opposition leaders who are casting doubts on the safety and security of the EVM machines and temperability. Is throwing out. He's going to put out the EVM machines, and there will be a chance everybody to come and hack. I hope at that time Mr. Kejriwal, along with everybody else, Mayawati or anybody who is cast out on this, they would come and hack the machines, show it to the world that they could be hacked, they could be tampered with, and if they are unable to do that, I think there should be a severe punishment for them for undermining democracy in such a way. This is frivolous. This is just a rhetoric and desperate attempt.
Right. So
well, I can personally agree what you are saying. If he cannot do it, then he should be punished. I personally agree with that.
Correct. So coming to BJP,
but let him give the chance.
No, there is a chance.
Let him give that chance.
No, there is a chance.
Prove it.
Yeah, coming to BJP.
Because there must be some reason why the other countries are not using it.
No, America uses this. I mean, do we not use machines?
Are we
on the ballot paper?
Use it. Yeah, many countries. It's not. It cannot be as easily tampered as Mr. Kejriwal says, because basically there are the two. The way you brought up EVM, right? The way it works is the two boxes, right? One is a ballot box and the one ballot unit. The other is called control unit.
Yeah.
So the ballot unit is where you press the button and you vote. Control unit is inside. It's with the officer in that place. So it's not. And
plus they are not a network. You cannot hack the machine.
Correct. They are not on Wi-Fi network.
They are not a
network.
network.
It's not Wi-Fi, but you must have heard that the EVM machine, if you push the button 1, then it goes to BJP. Button 4 goes to BJP.
No, that's for Aam Aadmi Party. They feel because they feel everything goes to BJP.
That thing comes under the test.
Okay.
That is what was happened.
Okay. Now coming to BJP, Gunjan.
Yes,
so BJP has nothing to shout about. It has been completely rejected by the people of Delhi in 2015. To like a meager 3 seats. Now, so what makes you think? And in 10 years, despite being in power in Municipal, in the municipality for 10 years, there is dirt. There are environment problems, there's health issues, there's garbage everywhere. So there's so many issues. So what makes you think that people believe in Bharatiya Janata Party?
Well, let me at the offset say this. I don't want to make it a sling game, right, between Aam Aadmi Party and MCD. They both have their jurisdictions. Now,
no, this is not what Aam Aadmi Party is saying.
I'm saying
I'm saying in general.
Right. I'm trying to tell you. You have seen with the problems that you described, right? MCD, the salaries of the MCD sanitation worker were not released by Kejriwal, and the reason was that he somehow wanted to sabotage the program.
Talking about the strikes, right?
Swachh Bharat.
Strikes.
So right around the time when Prime Minister Modi started the Swachh Bharat, this is the heart of India, Delhi. He stopped the wages for the sanitation worker who used to work for MCD, so that the garbage could pile up and this whole program can go to. You can show to the world that this program, it just doesn't work. So he's that kind of a destructive personality. I don't want to talk about his thing, but what you have to understand is that the people of Delhi are going to come out and they are fed up with Kejriwal. They have seen the kind of governance BJP has provided, the kind of scamless governance, the kind of work they are doing, and so I think we are very confident that there's no way that people are absolutely fed up.
And Avi, do you agree with that thing? Because when the strikes happened, there's so much garbage piled up. I remember in Delhi, the people, it was stinking and people couldn't even walk by on the roads. So do you think Kejriwal intentionally stopped the release of the
but that's again, that's under MCD, which is not under Kejriwal.
The
it's
salary.
not under the Delhi government. And they were not getting the enough money to pay for the workers.
Yeah,
The budget.
Yeah, if they're not getting paid, that's fine. But I distinctly remember this happened a few months ago when the strike was happening.
And that's why
he said, "Jao Modi ko pucho." How can a politician, at the end of the day, they are the leaders, right? The politicians and leaders. How can you say, "Jao Modi ko pucho"? Go ask Modi. I'm not. So how can a politician behave like that with his elected the people whom elected?
No, but he has been doing whatever he can within his limits. Approaching the central government, asking for the money, but they are not. They are stopping it each and every step, whatever he want to do.
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because to put him down.
Okay.
And show whatever, and he can do a lot of things. He has been showing it in education, in hospitals, whatever he has promised.
Do we have CCTV cameras? Do we have free
50%
Wi-Fi?
electricity,
50% and water
bill,
water bill.
few lakh people.
83% people in Delhi now have the running water pipelines.
Right.
So all this he promised it and he is delivering it.
Okay. Do you agree, Gunjan, that he's done these things?
Well, if it really what he promised and he really is delivering, he should not be panicking right now. I think he's in panic mode right now, and his desperate attempt to cast doubts on EVM. Now, look at his promises, and there's a long list of promises that every promise, he has renegade on the promises. Wi-Fi, women security, women cell. He is engaging, he is basically all the government positions, he is treating them as their pocket positions. All chairman, Delhi chairman was one of the niece or some relative. Right. Similarly, it's been happening with health minister. His office was raided, that CBI raided the office. He has been fighting a court case against Mr. Jaitley, which is going to really, and I don't want to. I mean, we can start. We can talk all day long. But here's the thing: he's 97 crores that he used for PR from public exchequer, from taxpayers' money.
From the Delhi.
4 crores for the legal fee. Okay. That is his personal.
3.8. Yeah.
His personal suit that he's fighting. And
okay, let me stop right there. I mean, there's too many to handle at one time. So, Avi, what do you think? Gunjan mentioned several things. Some of those I think are true. Jaitley. Yeah, but Jaitley about the 3.86 crores, which he openly makes statements that the taxpayers' money should be used for his personal defamation law case, because he made personal allegations on Mr. Jaitley, and things like that. When Ram Jethmalani, to Gunjan's point, when Ram Jethmalani himself said, I do not need any fee. He said, no,
he do not need any fees if he cannot pay it.
Okay.
But this is to show the people of Delhi and people of India that if he can find something corrupt, what has been going on, what Kejriwal is saying, then it's worth paying that money. Then people will know what is going on.
So to prove his personal point, he wants to put the exchequer at stake. Well, what is he trying to prove? I mean, just to prove his point.
Prove the corruption. Yes, of course, his point.
So he goes out, makes some personal allegations, and then the people have to pay money. I mean, to prove what is this an ego problem or?
It's not an ego problem. It's worth spending that money to find out if the corruption is going on. And there is a lot of corruption going on which people don't know.
Okay, what about all the other things which Gunjan said? And more than that, he has been paying his. I have a big, I have a big list here. He's been paying a few people in his cabinet to go on foreign tours, for no reason, and he helped Mr. Satyendra Jain's daughter Soumya get a Mohalla clinic advisor when she is not eligible.
She's an architect.
And she's an architect. He gave preferences to his favorites, gave fat salaries, and none of these were approved by Lieutenant Governor. I mean, he always has a tiff with Lieutenant
But there
Governor
are so
anyway.
many things. Why Lieutenant has to approve everything?
Because that's a rule. They
No,
have
but
to be approved by
that's why
Lieutenant
the
Governor.
Aam Aadmi Party is there to change the policy, change the rule. That's what we are trying
No,
to
you
do.
can change the policy. You cannot change the constitutional rules. You
No,
cannot
but
change
there
that.
are
That means you're
certain-
thinking you're above the constitution or the court.
Of course, we are thinking about the
Why?
constitution.
That's what I'm calling as a
Because
problem.
the corruption is going on. We know. Every Indian knows that there is a corruption each and every step.
Right, so-
Me and you also go through it.
See, here's the problem I
So
have with Mr.
stealing
Kejriwal. I
money-
do not have a problem with
stealing
him
money is not
pointing
corruption?
out corruption, but I have the problem with him going in an unconstitutional way. If he thinks there's a problem, he can go to Supreme Court or file a PIL and bring it to justice. He
course.
cannot deny the rule.
No, we are going through the court. We are going through the process.
But tomorrow he's going to
And-
say, okay, I don't like Mr. Modi, I don't need signature, and he'll sign on behalf of Prime
I don't
Minister.
care.
No,
Can I
but we are
just
trying
interject?
to change it. There is,
Okay.
we are in process of that, and we will try to change the policy
Okay.
and let the people know that.
Okay.
That's what the people, our politicians say, that because this is unconstitutional, the constitution can be changed.
Right.
Rules can be changed.
Yeah,
It's
I just-
made by
Gunjan, go
us.
ahead.
I just want to say 3 points here, just two, three
Right,
things
right,
actually, not
right.
1 point, 3 things.
Right.
The biggest plank that the Aam Aadmi Party came to power was Jan
We have to
Lokpal.
get back to Delhi, just so you know. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Okay.
the biggest plank of Aam Aadmi Party to come into power was that they wanted to Jan Lokpal.
Right.
No? Now Jan
Well,
Lokpal, I
good.
don't know where that is, but I would ask him that Delhi has a Lokayukta, right?
Yeah.
If you're serious about this, give all the powers of the would-be Jan Lokpal to the Lokayukta now. One
Correct,
thing.
correct.
Second thing, they said they will be very fair and transparency would maintain about the donations. Now we know all about that, right? The donations were found on Juggi's and Jopri. The crore rupees donations were found on Juggi's addresses. You know, the fake directors, fake company, fake shell. His health minister is found in money laundering. Actually, the person, the NRI, one of the NRIs who so actively raised the fund for this party. I don't know the name of I think his name is Manish Rajada or somebody. You can Google him. He is. I think he's going on a hunger strike or something to make sure that the donations that the party is showing, they haven't updated the list of donors since last June.
So, yeah,
And the third thing, this was the party who said that every political party has to come under RTI. The response is now they are saying that we can share some things, we cannot share all the things. So this is the
Right, pointing to donations thing, that reminds me, I think in the past, I don't remember, a few weeks or something, the donations list or accountability has been taken down from the website. So I'm not sure why that happened. And he made
Well, I will
some.
tell you why it happened.
These
Go
are
ahead.
making clean promise.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aam Aadmi Party was the first one to put every single paisa on the website.
Okay.
And once they were doing that, the government went after those people who are the big donor from Aam Aadmi Party, and they are questioning those people where these people the money come from.
Okay.
Now they have access to those people and they can go to them.
Okay.
And that's why Aam Aadmi Party has whatever our rules says that what to put on the website. That's what we are doing now.
So
Okay.
We stopped putting all the information on website because of that reason. Because the government,
Correct.
the central government is after those people who is
And
giving big donations.
why should people worry about if they have clean books?
That's up to those people.
Okay.
No,
Why the government has to go after those people? Why don't they go the other party which has been millions of dollar or rupees?
Right.
Where that money is coming
Right.
from?
I mean, the fact.
Even if
the fact that
all
you're-
the minister and leaders, they are flying in helicopter and doing their conveying. Where that money is
That
coming
he
from?
spends
Is anybody knows
16,000 rupees per meal. That's
Yeah,
a different
so
story.
that's not a
yeah, the
corruption.
point I'm trying to make is anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that the party who's saying about this donation brings one of his leaders. One of his leaders bring his wife to deliver a baby in New York, right? And this is on all taxpayer expenses. So, and when they talk about clean and transparency, I think this is the hypocrisy at just worst at the worst level.
Right. See, Avi, the problem is one thing. I do not have a problem if Mr. Kejriwal wants to fix the things, right? I do not have a problem if he wants to clean it. If there's dirt, that has to be cleaned, no problem. The issue with him personally is one, Kejriwal equals Aam Aadmi Party, there's no other leader there, is he blames anything and everything which comes along the way. He calls Lieutenant Governor as the agent of BJP, right? Which is digestible to some extent. But the moment he calls Election Commission is working for BJP, now that should be unforgivable.
That is why Election Commission can't come with. He approached the Election Commissioner and asked them.
You cannot say it's working for a political party. There's the difference. You can say, you can very constructively criticize if there's a problem. You can say there's a problem with the EVMs or Election Commission is not acting or something. You cannot say they're agents of a party which you don't like.
You can say that if he is coming with the evidence.
Where is evidence?
The evidence. That's what he is saying. He can bring your own people, and I will bring my people and show you how the EVM machine.
You know, right? Before elections, there is a mock drill or something which happens, and people from parties are invited to take a look and
that's what has happened.
So, yeah, but if the testing passed, then now he cannot say that.
No, but in testing now, that's what I am saying. In 4,800 EVM machine for Delhi election has been shown that 4,800 machine is wrong. Something is wrong with the machine.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's been.
That's happened, I think, yesterday or day before yesterday.